On three. Okay, look, and you see there, they're throwing off some of these flash.
Guys, it's going down. We're live right now. We are live right now, and things are getting pretty out of hand. This is in Los Angeles. There is a standoff happening.
Not many of them square off with this group there on the elevated platform there outside the Roybal Federal Building in downtown Los Angeles. And so you see their HSI, that's Homeland Security Investigations. You also see police, presumably Los Angeles Police Department. You just heard there from Chief McDonnell in that live press conference. So it's about 6:45 there in downtown Los Angeles. Right now, we do want to go out to our colleagues at Fox 11. They're going to round it.
All right, so there's also huge protests going on in Dallas. This is a protest going on in Dallas. So make sure to smash the like button. Let me know where you guys are watching from. Big protests going on right now in Texas. So now it's getting into Dallas and the Houston area as well. 4 hours away from each other. As you can see, they're having a standoff and they're running right directly into the cops. Now, we know that there's a lot going on. Thank you so much for the gifted. I appreciate everybody. We're live, so make sure to spread the word with everyone that you can. Let me also fix the title. Let me let people know that Texas is now being taken over. Los Angeles and Texas are now, there are some potential riots in Texas, but there are riots developing in Los Angeles as the sun begins to go down and descend in that area. But as you can see, Dallas, Texas is a lot more interesting to me because I didn't think that in Texas people would do this, but we know that there's a huge population. Now, also the Mexican president has been blamed by a lot of Trump officials for this because she is the one that apparently is inciting a lot of people to do this. So what is Greg Abbott going to do? Is he going to take action quickly? As you can see, there is a huge standoff right now between cops and a lot of these people. And there's I've only seen Mexican flags. I have not seen Venezuelan flags. I have not seen many other different flags. It's just Mexican flags. So it's a lot more interesting to me than you can possibly imagine why it's only Mexican. And why Claudia Sheinbaum has been on camera saying that she wanted to mobilize Mexicans in America because of the new tax or tariff that she spoke about. I want to talk about that eventually, but this is in Texas. Look, the crowd is moving, the crowd is scrambling, and it's beginning to get a lot bigger in Texas. So we're going to keep an eye out on Texas. Now, Marines have been deployed and the National Guard has been deployed in Los Angeles. This is the look from Los Angeles right now in the ICE facility building. So, yeah, this is the ICE facility building in Los Angeles. So things seem to be kind of getting somewhat out of hand early, as it is only 5:47 p.m. Time in Los Angeles.
In Southern California, where there have been protests, including in Santa Ana. Let's show you some of this. Don't attack the cars. Do not attack the car. This was quite a scene here where protesters attacked a vehicle and then blocked the pathway of immigration vehicles. This was Lou Correa was there, and he landed from Washington. Democratic congressman says he was shocked to hear of ICE raids being conducted across Orange County. He issued a statement saying, in part, quote, "Yesterday everything was good and boring in Santa Ana. Everyone's going to church and going to the grocery store."
Yeah, so as you can see, they're attacking the ICE agents. And thank you so much for your donation. I truly appreciate y'all for the $10 donation. I'm going to make myself a lot smaller here in the screen so that way you guys can see what's really going on. I'm going to put myself on the side because I want to make sure that we're covering this all. So here we go. So again, there is a huge standoff happening in Los Angeles at the ICE facility. There's also a lot more going on and developing. Again, when I said that Dallas is beginning to get somewhat out of control, and we know what happened yesterday. They were throwing a whole bunch of rocks. They were throwing bricks. Yeah, it was pretty it was pretty crazy yesterday. It was extremely crazy yesterday. So we got some stuff going on here. Want to make sure
That
that
whole gigantic, for once, it worked.
So here's what it looks like. They look a lot more prepared today. Yeah, there's a big difference between protesting and rioting. I would say the biggest difference would be the violence. Obviously, protesting is an amendment right. You know, I would never tell anyone that they can't protest. The problem with these protests is, from what we saw yesterday, they weren't protests. They were straight up vandalizing and violating people, livelihoods, and it's pretty insane. It's pretty insane what we have seen so far come out. Uh, yeah, there's nothing peaceful about this. I'm gonna play some of this so that way you guys can see this. Yeah, so guys, as you can see, that's just crazy scenery. Uh-oh. When is this for?
They were torched. And as you know, when you have an electric vehicle, the lithium ion batteries are especially flammable, and those flames are hard to put out. And so they basically had to let these things burn in the heart of downtown Los Angeles, which became a picture that was used all over the world as sort of the image of what's been happening in downtown. This is what was left of those vehicles, literally a pile of just total destruction. And they're cleaning that up today. But if you want to have a Waymo in downtown, it's not going to happen, at least for the foreseeable future, as an understandable precaution for that.
Yeah, that's just insane. Yeah, they call this peaceful. And again, they're protesting today. Los Angeles seems to be, allegedly, they seem to be more ready, although they are telling Mayor Karen Bass is basically telling ICE to get out of town. The only way that the people are going to stop. So it looks like a lot of people are more angry today due to the facts and the reports that ICE actually conducted like over 100 raids today in Los Angeles. So ICE is not backing down. Tom Homan is actually not backing down. But yeah, man, that was just pretty insane. Cops are tough. Cops are only tough when it's 10 of them and a guy on a bench. Pigs are cowards toward anything real, just like Uvalde. See, funny how all these people in these states think that they're so tough. I don't see people there helping, just destroying you people who were saying this won't happen in my state. It's happening. Yeah, apparently it's happening in Dallas. A lot of people said it wouldn't happen in Texas. It's happening. But so far there are no riots in Texas. This is in Dallas. You see some people running in the background, but as the sun starts to come down here in Texas, a lot of people are predicting that things will probably get more out of hand. Now, again, Texas, when it comes to gun laws and when it comes to patriots and people that love America, I would say Texas is a lot different than California. So I would, this dude is breaking this car. This happening live right now. The feed just cut out. No way, the feed just cut out. That dude was kicking the car. I want to see what's going to happen to him. I'm going to refresh this real quick. Hopefully we get back to it. No, I guess we're done with that. I guess we're done. Okay. So Austin also has protests. Austin protests are not as big, but the Dallas ones just lost connection. So hopefully we get that back. Well, he was in there kicking. He was kicking the cop car. So again, as soon as the sun starts to come down, people start to act up. And we saw yesterday, they took over, they looted everything. Again, nothing to do with immigration. Also, why is it only Mexican flags? Mexicans are not the majority in the deportation numbers If I'm not mistaken, it's actually Venezuelans, but there are no Venezuelans that I see. At least I haven't really seen as many flags as I would think from all the deportations that happened with Venezuelans. So yeah, I would say that this is a huge difference. So again, people marching, they're protesting as of right now. There is some stuff happening at the lower bottom. Let me see if we could get some footage of that.
Been a back and forth today and tonight, and I don't know if we have any of that we can play and give you a sense of that. Here's some of that.
What crime has Governor Newsom committed?
A crime has he committed?
Yeah, to warrant his arrest, as you
I think it's
suggested earlier.
primarily.
Okay, here we go. It's happening in Dallas. They're having a standoff. Okay, some arrests are happening in Dallas. So again, I told you guys, look, this dude is fighting. This dude is fighting the cop. Now he's getting arrested. So yeah, somebody's getting dragged on the floor. That's the same guy that before this thing cut out. That's the same guy that was hitting the car. What's so wild about this, and it's crazy to see this happening in Texas, this dude is fighting the cops. He's fighting the cops one-on-one, and he hasn't been arrested yet. In Texas. Look at this. He's literally fighting the cops. Look, he's the dude with the... He hasn't been arrested. Now he's getting arrested. He's not getting arrested yet. So, yeah, man, this is hard to control. And a lot of people are hoping that this doesn't spread nationwide, but it looks like it's spreading into Dallas. So Dallas is having a, as you can see, more Dallas police are coming there, but they're being surrounded here as they're making an arrest. So I wasn't expecting this to happen in Texas. I'm gonna be honest. Very surprising to see this spread in Texas. Here we go. So now the police are moving in. Everybody's running. Okay, so maybe I was wrong about Texas. They're fighting. Look, they're throwing things at the cops. I don't know if you guys can see. Hopefully you guys can see, but they're having some type of standoff here. People are in their cars recording this. So they're having a standoff. So now it's looking like the protest from the Free Palestine protest. We remember that. These are the same people mostly. These protests are beginning to feel manufactured, just like every other one. So here we go. So this is where we're on foot in LA. So LA kind of looks the same. LA is still very early there. Is a 2-hour difference from me. There they showing Tom Homan. So the standoff is now happening in Dallas, which is very, very interesting. I'm trying to see if I could get on the ground in Dallas. That would be ideal. So that way you guys can hear what's going on over there. If you haven't smashed the like button, make sure to smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. I truly, truly appreciate that. Smash the like button, share the live stream. Again, like I said, covering these protests that are happening, anti-ICE protests. Most of this started because of some raids that took place in Los Angeles. And because of the raids, a lot of people came out and protest. And of course, a lot of people are there just to cause havoc. Here we go. They're moving the line back. They're moving in on them. So again, remember so what is the difference here between the college protests? Remember, guys, there was huge protests in New York that I was covering. The protests in New York and the protests mostly nationwide in college campuses. What is the difference here? Somebody please explain to me what the difference is between these protests and the protests during, the college campus protests where they were doing encampments, and then eventually, the college campuses ended up moving in on them, and then a lot of people got arrested. But what's the main difference? Because it seems the same. Like it seems like every other month there's something to complain about. And now, Trump is at the basis of it. These are not Americans. Oh, trust me, they're Americans. Most of these people here are mostly white liberals, white progressives. They're mostly American, and then they're the ones usually standing in the front of the line, and then you have a whole bunch of different people, obviously, that may be illegal or may not be illegal. But they're U.S. citizens, definitely doing this for sure. They're the ones sparking this up the most. They're the ones that are usually home board, waiting for the next tragedy to happen so they can go and move in. Yeah, it's the same people organizing. I would say that I agree. All right, let's see. Let's go to LA. Let's see what's going on over there.
So it's all been quite interesting. A lot of the signs that we're seeing, you were asking me earlier about the group. The signs that we're seeing, they seem to be heavily manufactured, as though someone paid money to create the sign. It's not like I would go into the kitchen and scrawl a sign. It's better put together than that. So it's kind of an interesting point about who may have paid for that. And also we see shirts too that are somebody spent some money on. So that's the scene right here across from the Hall of Justice. We'll continue to update you from downtown Los Angeles. Laura Diaz reporting live. Sending it back to you, Alex.
Laura Diaz,
Thank you so much for the $50 donation. Thank you. So again, there you go. Fox is saying they're on the ground. They're saying it looks heavily manufactured. The signs, a lot of the bricks that were thrown yesterday were also just so happened to be there. A lot of the bricks just so happen to just be somewhere there. So it's giving the same type of vibes as 2020. A lot of these are just the same manufactured program, or is the same manufactured program. So it's pretty wild, that a lot of this stuff is happening. So we had some happen in San Francisco. We had almost nationwide protests take place, and let's see, what else do we have here? Yeah, we're just having a standoff in blame Bibi Netanyahu. Why? Interesting. A lot of interesting comments. Yeah, so Marines have been deployed. I think it was about 1,000 Marines or 700, 500 Marines that were deployed into that area. All right, we're going to go into Los Angeles. There's a standoff happening here. Okay, so there's a standoff. They're yelling. It's becoming an unrest here. So we got Dallas and we got Los Angeles. Two liberal cities. Is Dallas liberal? Yeah, it's just some agitation going on between the LAPD and a lot of them. They're beginning to come together, and because what the LAPD is doing here is they're pushing them forward to keep walking. Now they just stopped walking. Thank you so much for the $2 donation. I appreciate you. Yeah, there was something. Uh-oh, there he goes. There's the, what is it, a tear gas? Is it gonna explode? Oh, I guess not. I guess it's not gonna explode. No. They're moving in on them. They're throwing stuff at them now. They're all running. Look at that. Uh-oh. They're all scattering now. Like little rats. Yeah, so that's what the LAPD is doing. They're basically, well, what are these called? Are these tear gases? I'm not sure these are tear gases. So they're doing this, and then they're moving forward right afterwards so they can keep moving them. It doesn't help. Dallas and Austin are very liberal. It doesn't help that you have the Mexican president saying to her people to do this. That's what's going on. Yeah, so I saw that. That's a kettle. Yeah, so she basically, had a big speech that went viral. Basically, telling the Mexican people in the United States of America to fight back. So yeah, she just said we need to mobilize in the United States of America to stop, the Americans from putting tariffs on our goods and all this other stuff. So, that could be something. That could be something that really is that has to do with this. So again, back to Los Angeles. This is what it looks like. So they're moving forward. So again, they're trying to. What it looks like right now is that the LAPD is mobilizing finally to try to put a stop and control these mobs of people that are trying to take over the highway. Now, again, this is downtown Los Angeles. It's closed as of right now, and they are in some type of control. And Dallas looks like the cops are having a standoff, but it doesn't look like this is getting to the next level. The crowd really isn't that big. Now, they are very feisty. A few of them were arrested already. So it's not as big. It's not as big. And in Los Angeles, you just have, again, the sun is coming down. There's a lot of talks of a lot of people coming out and later on today to try and, mobilize and try to do the same thing they did yesterday, which is just take over and tweak out. So, yeah, it's just step by step. That's what's going on here. Let me see. We'll go to the ground here. Let me see if we can go to the ground. So not much on the ground. Yeah, I'll read some. The Marines will keep coming out. Yeah, that's what we're told. So the Mexican president technically declared war by telling Mexicans in America to rise up. People haven't been disabused since January 6th. This is several illegal groups paying protesters to use our democratic platform to push their agenda. Yeah, I did see. I think it was a Mexican gentleman saying that he wanted to spread socialism in the United States of America. Yeah, that was pretty crazy. A lot of people do have a lot of agendas when it comes to this, so I would not be surprised. Okay, so I just got a report I want to share with you guys. So a man in a black truck spotted dropping off bionic face shields that were quickly taken by protesters. It just feels like something is about to happen. Here we go.
Behind you, and perhaps
To describe where it just feels like something's going to happen and you're waiting for it to happen.
let us clarify, because we've been showing a wide shot and from a different angle, a whole lot of officers on the other side of the federal building.
There you go. Look,
Almost
there's this guy, right? Progressive. Let's just go with that. He's dropping off a whole bunch of masks,
behind
and
you, and
these protesters, they just all taking it.
perhaps the visuals obstructed from your point of view, but I can tell you there are many, many, many LAPD cars and officers there that have staged. They are blocking that freeway overpass, so protesters can't get on that overpass like they did yesterday and throw bricks or concrete or scooters down on law enforcement that was below that had cleared the 101 freeway. So perhaps they're not where you are, but there's a lot of them already positioned there. They're not getting caught off guard by a crowd.
So there it is. So they just they were giving a bunch of masks that way people would cover their faces. Well, this is also coming out the reports that Trump wanted to. I think he's doing some type of executive order banning mask in protest.
Gather here.
So, I mean, that was quite a shot that we have there of these folks, and your photographer just gave us a great shot of the box that was left behind, which showed the brand.
There you go. So again, this dude, black vehicle, goes with the box full of masks, stages there, and just starts passing them out, and now he's leaving.
Of mask. I mean, it's not the kind of thing, thank you for seeing this there. It looks like a bionic shield is what that's called. I mean, that's not the kind of thing that you buy in bulk if you don't plan on doing something with it. And the fact that that's being handed out kind of like candy to everybody, gives you an indication that these folks probably plan to be here for a while.
Yeah, there you go. So that's in Los Angeles. Again, that is in Los Angeles. Oh, there was an arrest. Look at that. Oh, his mask got taken off. They're searching him. They're searching his pockets. They're searching him. He had a mask on. He just got arrested. So as I was watching that video, some dude in a mask just got arrested. So, oh boy, it's currently 6 p.m. over there. The sun is still up. Anybody in California, let me know. Yeah, so here we go. So we got some protests spreading here in Austin and Dallas.
Tonight on Fox, and they're going to arrest and charge protesters who are assaulting officers. So this is happening in real time, and it is the clash also, Caitlin, of immigration and law and order, two of the main issues of President Trump, all coalescing in this moment as people protest the methods of this administration.
And I also want to show what's happening in Austin. This is what's happening in Dallas.
Man, what? All right, so there was an arrest made. There it goes. This person's being carried out in Los Angeles. So again, still very early in Los Angeles. This is back to Dallas. So Dallas is having a standoff. They made a few arrests as well in Dallas. I'm trying to give you guys some updates. Here is, let's go back to Los Angeles here. In this corner, something's happening as well. There's this lady giving a whole bunch of stuff out. I don't know what that is. So I'll keep looking for updates here. So that's what's happening. Yeah, so apparently they also caught the guy that was throwing bricks into the ICE vehicles as they were exiting out. Yeah, so apparently he's been caught. But that was crazy. That was insane. That is insane. So here are this is what it looks like here. Dallas seems to be a lot more under control. It's not as big as immobilized as Los Angeles is. People are just scattered everywhere. They're looking to do stuff. There's a standoff happening here. Now, what are these guns called? Well, what are they shooting with these guns? I know they're shooting the protesters to stand down, but obviously it's not real bullets. But I forgot the name of this. There's certain guns that they're using. Cartels are crossing people from Tijuana. Impeach Gavin Newsom. Wait until ICE tries to take field workers. Republican farmers will protest. Baby. Oh, there's a truck passing through. I don't know what these trucks are. I don't know who these people are. But there's nothing being thrown at them. F around and find out. Texas will not stand for this. Pepper spray, rubber bullets. Yeah, rubber bullets sounds about right. Rubber bullet sounds about right. Okay, so somebody posted something very interesting here. I'm in Los Angeles, just minutes from the peaceful war zone. It looks like we're in for a rough night. Lord, please help us. Really? Appreciate you being here, Salty. I appreciate that. Does Elon like or nah? Elon is still on the Trump train, man. If you got to follow him on X, so that way you can see what he's posting and what he's liking, what he's reposting. He's definitely not turning into a liberal anytime soon. It doesn't seem like. So I wouldn't argue. I wouldn't say that. Escape LA. Yeah. So again. Things are looking that they're going to get out of control again in Los Angeles due to the fact of the deployment of the Marines from Trump. Let's see. Oh, there's some type of epic takedown that's happening here. Let's see.
After they arrest them. So once we're done with this live shot right here, we're going to go head over that way. You see, it appears to be California National Guard. Ooh, they're taking somebody down right now.
Right.
I don't know if they saw. Yeah, I don't know who those guys are or what they did, but you can see that appears to be. Is that California National? If it says ERO on their back, that would be ICE. That stands for Enforcement and Removal Operation. I can't tell. It's some sort of law enforcement, and they clearly did not. Yeah, they clearly did not like what the guy in the yellow was doing right there, because they ran right at him and they took him down. So we'll ask and we'll see if we can find out what that guy did. It looked like he was loitering near a vehicle. Oh, it looks like a firework just got thrown in. So that's more of what you're seeing multiple fireworks coming into that frame there, Trace. And that's what we were just dealing with about 30 minutes ago while we were live on Hannity. We had fireworks being thrown in our direction, in LAPD's direction. So this crowd is definitely getting a little bit more feisty tonight, Trace. And you mentioned it right off the top. That's exactly what happens out here when the sun starts going down with these.
Yeah. So when the sun starts to go down, that's what it starts to look like in Los Angeles. That arrest is now going viral. It's going viral. It's everywhere right now. So yeah, make sure to smash the like button if you're going to be here with me. I'm going to be on for a while longer. I'm going to be covering what's going to happen tonight. Again, it's still a little early in Los Angeles. But it looks like, people are beginning to come out in large numbers, especially after what happened yesterday. It was definitely one of the biggest days yet. So Los Angeles is in for a long night. Here's a Los Angeles tracker. I found a Los Angeles tracker, so I'm actually going to put one of these tabs open here so that way you guys can see. I don't know what these two dudes are doing, but they're trying. Again, probably giving the cops some type of stupid ass speech, because this is what these kids do. They give the cops stupid speeches, like as if the cops are not human, as if the cops don't live in their neighborhoods as well. Yeah. So yeah, I've seen a lot of these protests in person. Usually, a lot of these kids don't know what the hell they're talking about. I don't know what's going on. They usually never do. Oh, so let's go back here. So yeah, so this is let's go back to Dallas. Dallas, I was a little surprised to see as many people fighting or pushing around the cops in Dallas, but it looks like Dallas is slowing down, or not. Some cops are moving in, looking to make some arrests. So we'll see. There's another cop running in. See what's going on. Uh-oh. Where's this girl going? There's a cop following her. Are we about to see another one of those big arrests? Whoa, there's an American flag. Is that an American flag? Uh-oh. I think this guy's trying to burn the American flag. I don't know. I think I see an American flag or someone trying to burn it. Thank you for the one gift that I appreciate you. Yeah, Dallas is 50-50 liberal. The whole Texas is actually more liberal than you can imagine. I'm just being honest. Dallas is extremely liberal. I know Austin is very liberal. There's another person with an American flag as well. People are giving people with American flags evil looks, apparently. They don't like that. But I would think that American flags would be number one there. I would think that American flags would be like the ideal thing to wear. Was that a Trump flag? Somebody said it looks like a Trump flag, right? See, rioters in LA are not local. See, I knew. So, okay, so we just got a report here. See, we already kind of knew this. Let's take a listen here.
But when I look at the people who are out there doing the violence, that's not the people that we see during the day who are legitimately out there exercising their First Amendment rights and to be able to express their feelings about the immigration enforcement issue. These are people who are all hooded up. They've got a hoodie on. They've got face masks on. They're people who do this all the time, get away with whatever they can, go out there, from one civil unrest situation to another, using the same or similar tactics frequently, and they are connected. Some would call them anarchists or by any other variety of names, but they're people that we run across routinely, city to city, and this is what they do. So even more disgusting that many of the people who are doing this come in from other places.
Sorry, guys, I was muted. I hope you guys can hear me. That's on me. That's on me. That's on me. Make sure to smash the like button. Spread the word. That's on me. Somebody just sent 10 gifted. So thank you for the 10 gifted. Mountain Goddess. Appreciate you. But yeah, so a lot of the people don't live in town. They're coming from other places. So usually a lot of the progressive types, they're coming in from very privileged areas. And by privileged areas, like, wealthy neighborhoods upstate somewhere. And they're the ones that come here very angry. They mess up your neighborhood. They get you locked up. They get you in trouble. And then they go back home to their rich parents. Usually what it is. It's usually what it is. Thank you so much for the gifted. I appreciate you guys for becoming members. So thank you. Yeah, Cali is huge. Cali is huge. So we have a watch zone here in Dallas. And again, Dallas, there's an Mexican flag, I think, being waved. But again, I'm only seeing Mexicans. I'm only seeing Mexican flags. I don't know why. Like when it comes to deportations, Mexicans are not number one on the list. In fact, I think they're like last on the list because there's so many Mexican Americans. There's so many first generation Mexican Americans in the United States of America, obviously, and don't know why there's an uproar from Mexicans. I just don't know the uproar. I would think that we would see this from the Venezuelans or maybe another country's people, but it's all Mexican. And I see a lot of celebrities are now getting on touch with this. There is some type of uprising between Mexico and the United States of America, and I think that has to do with their president. Yeah, I think the president of Mexico is 100%, in my opinion, encouraging this. The crowd is actually growing bigger than I thought in Dallas. So a lot more people are coming out downtown Dallas. So we should have an interesting night there. It looks like more females than men, though. Does look like a lot of girls are out there. So not much of a manly protest going on. And then in Los Angeles, there is all of these. See if we can further retest this. This is coming from Los Angeles. There's the camera. Whole bunch of so there's some other stuff happening on this side. So yeah, we got some things happening on these cameras. The hell is this? I don't know what this is. What is this supposed to be? I just went to the camera in Los Angeles, and this is what I see. People on the floor, people getting on the ground. As this is the demonstration. Again, white liberals, white progressives are definitely the leaders of this group and of this cult, and they're the ones 100% doing that. That's their idea. I've seen them at work. These people are very creative when it comes to this. This is what it is. Scott Perkins, what's going on, man? Your boy, Roy boy. Yeah, they're on the floor. But it's okay. So there's a mob moving in now. Let's see. This is gonna get interesting here in Los Angeles. I can promise you that in Los Angeles, people become to grow unrest. They are the unrest types. Like I said, they're becoming unrest, and now they're beginning to move down. They're beginning to move in, and these are the same protests from 2020. These are the same protests for the George Floyd situation, the Free Palestine movement. It's the same thing. They're on the floor getting a tan and think that they're doing something productive. They're not doing anything productive. Yeah, it's eventually going to happen. I can promise you that it's eventually going to get to that point where, throughout the night, once the sun starts to come down, they're going to get, they're going to try to get into that same mode, or maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe nothing happens, but they're definitely. Somebody said it's art. I don't know if it's art. I wouldn't call that art. Let's see. NBC News vans have now been vandalized in Los Angeles. So yeah, they're vandalizing and they're terrorizing people that walk by there that they don't like. I'll tell you that. And it's going to be very, very hard to stop people. Let's see what else we could find here. Unemployable criminals. Let me see if I can find the KCLA. KCLA, because I think this is KCLA. No, that's Dallas. Let's see if we can find KC. So ABC News. Let's see here. It's the same thing. Yeah, so later throughout the night for sure. But it looks like they're more prepared than before, than yesterday. But I can only imagine things getting crazier at night. There's the huge mob right there. This is from the overhead. Oh, there's some running. What's happening? They're running, they're scattering, they're running. I wonder what's going on there. Funny how they all just start running at the same time, right? Like this all just start panicking and running like scared little pussies. Yeah. These are the people causing havoc in your neighborhoods, ladies and gentlemen. And still they're laying down. Still they're laying down over here. So it's about pretty much the same thing. The Dallas stuff, also same thing. I'm gonna refresh it here in Dallas, see what's going on. They're having a standoff, which is the same thing. People holding in arms. Yeah, the Marines are in Los Angeles. They were deployed by Donald Trump, which again became one of those moves that was very criticized by the liberals. A lot of liberals hated the fact that Trump deployed. Are roads closed down? Yeah, in Los Angeles they are closed down. I believe some of the highways are closed down. Again, here's what's going on. Los Angeles protesters are marching through the streets of downtown. Here's finally, I see a couple different flags, but mostly Mexican flags. Look at IRT Media. Okay, thank you for that suggestion. I'm gonna go take a look at it. IRT Media. See what's going on with them. All right, IRT Media. I'll have a tab open for them. I can see that they're out there. See what's going on. There was an arrest made. Yeah, so I guess from this media, this is in Los Angeles. They're just yelling at each other. They're yelling at the cops. Again, this is the same thing. I remember in 2020 during the George Floyd riots. I remember like people would talk to the cops after the cops. Oh, whoa, oh! That took an unexpected turn, ladies and gentlemen.
After this is done, guys, I'm going to take a long night break. Pick it up tomorrow. I'm going to sleep in pain tonight. I'm going to go get me some pain pills right now. We're going to push to Alameda in a second.
Yeah, so it just looks like look at this guy yelling. Oh my god, yo, man. Yeah, fuck you, man. That's gonna work. That's definitely gonna get them on your side, bro. Oh, they're moving in again. Oh, this is crazy. Oh, they're moving in again. They're just running through this crowd. This crowd is not ready. This crowd is not ready, man. Oh, some arrests are being made. Some arrests are being in. No arrests. Oh, look at this guy. He's taking them all by himself. Oh, he's going to end up getting arrested. Or they're ready to shoot his head off with that thing. There's this guy. He's pulling them apart now. It's getting interesting now. It's getting hot. Oh, there he goes. Oh, there he's being pushed. Now he's being arrested. And now the crowd is going to gather around them. There's the press. And all hell is breaking loose now. Here you go. So you wanted a show. Here you have it. He wanted a show. He wanted to get arrested. He's obviously calling for this. But cops seem to be a lot more ready now. Again, a lot of these cops are Mexican themselves. A lot of these cops look like nice, patriotic immigrants. Look, these dudes are 100% Mexican. I can guarantee you that. Shout out to them, man. They're holding it down. Yeah, he was messing around. He was in front of them. And again, they have a whole they seem to be a lot more prepared today because of what President Trump has been like. He got arrested. He got arrested, guys. He's done. He's done for. But as you can see, as they're pushing through, look how many cop vehicles are behind them. Now, I wonder if protesters are going to get smart and get behind the cops. That was stupid. I just gave the protesters an idea. I just don't think they're that bright. If I was protesting, that's what I would do. I would just go try to round the block and go around them. But that's just, I'm not giving them any ideas. I'm just saying, guys, that's just me. It was, you know what? Forget I even said that in the first place. Anyway, so again, Los Angeles, I think what they're trying to do is that they're trying to just take control of the night early. Yesterday, they weren't able to take control of the night at all. So they're trying to make, whatever arrest they can make, people getting rowdy, just like that guy got rowdy. He got arrested quickly. The Hispanics that do it the right way, I was saying that, put up a press sticker on and walk through. Yeah, I'm talking. I don't know if you guys can see me on the screen, but I'm at the bottom of the screen. So, yeah, that's the update. Things are, again, they're trying to control the crowd and where they're going. I remember they did this in New York a few times during the protest that I went to go look and see what was going on in these protests. And was there another arrest? Is this another arrest? Oh, snap. Some more people getting arrested. More people getting arrested. I turned into another channel and there's like more people getting arrested. She's crying. What do you think she's saying to them? Let me see.
I'm gonna get hurt. I cannot go home and
But I don't understand. Like, are Mexicans being deported in large numbers or something? Like, what's really going on? Why is she crying to them? What's happening? What am I missing out on? The Mexicans not love Mexico as much as they say they do. They don't want to go back to Mexico. Listen, man, I've heard a lot of good things about Mexico. So aside from the cartel stuff, obviously, Mexico seems like a really good place. There's a lot of white people in Mexico, a lot of white Americans that have gone over to Mexico. So it's not just a brown, white thing. I think people love Mexico as a whole. People love Mexican culture. People love Mexicans. It's just, I don't think Mexicans love Mexico as much as they say they do. I don't know. Mexico the sewer. Somebody said Lou looks like a MS-13 gang member. You look like a pedophile. My bad, bro. That I went too far with that joke, but I mean, yeah, I get it. You're a white man. I'm not a white man, though I could be white man. But yeah, if I see you in the park by yourself, 100%, I'm thinking you're about to go meet up with a little girl. So hey, man, you want to crack jokes on me? I'll crack jokes on you. I like it. I like dark comedy. Dark comedy is my thing. So the lady's not going to get arrested. Let's see. So the lady didn't get arrested there. Let's go back to Dallas, man. See what's going on in Dallas. Close to home now. Last thing I want to do is, you know what I mean? Yeah. Look, I didn't come to Texas to live the life of people protesting out here. I don't know. Last thing I want to do is, be getting ran down on by these protesters. It's already bad enough I drive a Tesla. All right, we have an American flag. Hold on, wait a minute. We have a proud American. Or is he going to burn the flag? We have an American flag. Is that actually an American flag? Yeah, I moved out. That's what I'm like. That's why I said, I'm like, why am I seeing protests in Texas? But that looks like a clean American flag. Now, I don't know if this guy's going to burn the flag, but that is the first American flag I have seen of any of these protests. And nothing has happened to this guy. And I am very surprised by that, because usually when people see, maybe people haven't realized that he has an American flag. Because usually when you whip out an American flag, if I'm being honest with you, people get really pissed off. People get really pissed off at the fact that you have an American flag, and then they'll start to, try to harass you and try to take the flag away from you. So it would be interesting to see what side this guy's on. Nah, I'm just surprised. Texas isn't what you think, buddy. Well, here's what I already knew moving down here, and I'm glad you made that comment. Here's what I already knew. I looked at the statistics on in the 2020 election and then in the 2024 election. There was a huge jump in how many liberals and progressives have moved to Texas. So it's not new, right? There's a lot of Confederate also activity out here, but it's not like, it doesn't throw me off. It is what it is. But the activity that throws me off is the progressives. How many progressives actually do live out here. There's a lot. There's millions of progressives in Texas. A lot more than I can probably think about. So, and then I also went to Austin, and in Austin, you know, Austin is just liberal. It's gay. You know, and I don't mean it in a bad way. It's just, but there's a lot of homosexuality out there. And because that's that's how it's like Miami. It's like Miami has an area where it's just nothing but gay people. You know, and New York too. New York has it. New York has I forgot the town. It's not a town. It's like a little part of Manhattan. There's nothing but gay people. So you have it. Yeah, but you have these areas, and look, I have gay friends, man. I'm not against the gays, but you know, you gotta call it for what it is too. You know, some people, you know, that's what they like living around. There's a lady. I have some footage here. There's a lady in a standoff at one of these, but I guess we can't really zoom into it just yet. So we've been on for some time now. Again, we've covered Dallas. Dallas is going strong. There was another arrest made. Looks like that guy got arrested with the lady that were crying. I don't think people are as gangster as they they cuffed the lady, huh? Maybe I missed it. Okay, let's get back to this side. I'll stay on this camera because they're closing in on these cops. I want to know what's going on. People are taking taking pictures of the cops. Dallas is picking up. Okay, yeah, because it's already nighttime over there. I mean, it doesn't seem like it. Maybe there's another camera angle that I'm not looking at. You guys can also make suggestions down in the comments. Let me know where to go. So that way I can go and try to get the best camera footage for you guys. Yeah, no, I don't know. I think maybe it's called Greenwich Village, but I think it's the West Village in New York City. There are multiple spots. Fox 4 Live. Yeah, that's the one I'm on right now. I'm on the Fox 4 Live. Let's see. Yeah. So, or maybe this is Los Angeles. No, this is not. No, this is 100% Dallas. It's already nighttime here. Los Angeles is still going to be daytime in Los Angeles. What time is it in Los Angeles right now? It's about to be 7. It's about to be 7 o'clock in Los Angeles p.m. I don't know what time the sun goes down in California. I'm guessing is around almost 8 o'clock, 7:30 ish. So that's when a lot of people are beginning to make the predictions that things will get out of control again tonight. I'm not sure though. I'm really not sure. All right, so the National Guard and the DHS are now in the streets of Los Angeles assisting the LAPD, and multiple arrests are being made on live television. So that's some of the stuff that's going on right now. Apparently also civilians are trapped as the rioters encircle their vehicles. Protesters say they are huddled and looking terrified. So yeah, that's another thing that happened yesterday when things got really crazy. It was the fact that a lot of cars got trapped. Okay, there's another torta. These dude's shorts are just throwing me off. This guy right here, he needs to go home, man. Like, why in the hell do you have these tight ass shorts on, man? So here's the thing. As you can see, people are yelling and they're really mad. Here's the thing about this. If you're a descendant of Mexico, if you're a descendant of somewhere that's not the United States of America, and you're first generation or you're maybe even second generation American, You're very proud to be American, right? Well, you're probably an American that, you know, you just don't identify with every culture, but you love America though. And you love the Constitution, you love what America stands for, but you're in your own circle and you're in your own lane. But your culture, you know, you love family, you love, you love your kids, you love God, then you may actually fit in the United States of America. So United States of America fits in it's like 400 million people that live here. Here's the thing. When you get stuff like this happening, it does make a case for why people are very confused on how other Americans allow this type of behavior. Because only in this country can you get people that don't love America to flat out advocate for other people that aren't even American and fight their own brother and sister in the midst of it. You know what I mean? You know, they're fighting their own brother and sister. See, here's the thing. A lot of these cops that you see, they're just normal people, bro. Like I used to think that, I don't know what's going on here, but I used to be like, I used to think that cops were, abnormal people. But I'm gonna be honest with you, cops are just normal. Like all my friends are cops now. All the guys that I grew up with, they're cops. And they're from my neighborhood. And they're the ones out there. So when I see these white progressive types from upstate New York getting in their faces and calling them pigs and going crazy on them, it throws me off because it's like, man, the cops are from your neighborhood. I mean, you could say it's always going to be F the police. I guess, but still to me, that doesn't make any sense. You could say F the police, but like for what? What is that going to do for you? What is that doing for you? I don't know what that means. Like F the police. For what? What are you effing the police for? What have they done to you? Maybe they have done something to you. I don't know, but like, I don't care. Like, in my daily life, you want to know how many times I want to come. Pause. You want to know how many times I want to be directly connected or have a conversation with a cop or have just be around cops? You want to know? Zero. I don't care about cops. You want to know why cops is even a thing? Because of these fucking idiots in these liberal cities. You think there's cops in my neighborhood right now? No. People have guns. People protect their neighborhoods and protect themselves. They don't care. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying to you is I don't care about cops enough. I don't see them in my daily life anymore. I don't run into them. I don't have a conversation with them. I don't care about them. But I care that they do their job. If they get called, they're going to do their job. They're going to respond. I do think that there should be police departments. And I do think that there should never be an overreach of government when it comes to using police. But yeah, I don't really talk to them. Like, I don't need to talk to them. If you do things the right way and you live your life the right way and you exercise your amendment rights and you actually have guns to protect you and your community, then you police yourselves. You police your own communities. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm not making any sense, but I police my own self now. I don't need people to protect me or I just, because people already know there's rules here. You don't run into another person's home. You don't run into somebody's house. You don't try to rob them in broad daylight because everybody here is carrying and you will get shot. And you will lose your life trying to be a gangster here. You know? It's like, that's what life should be all about. Life should be about policing your own communities and policing yourselves. and making sure that we limit government oversight and overreach over our lives. You think that I want to see all these cops? I don't want to see all these cops. This is crazy. The fact that we even have these many cops is crazy. The fact that cops have to go and legitimately stand against its own people because its own people are looting and rioting and causing a ruckus and being lawless and being anarchists, it's kind of crazy to me. So yeah, I mean, that's just my opinion on it. You know, I don't really have any other opinion, but yeah, I just shout out to the Mexicans that stand up though. Like there's a lot of Mexicans and Hispanics that look at stuff like this and they know that this is not really coming from that place. Like a lot of people, they love America. They're very proud to be American. They don't have a problem with what's going on because they know that this needs to happen. They come from the world of, you know, the culture of gangs and cartels and all the madness and craziness. You know what I mean? Like they come from this world. And they know that a lot of those people have come into the United States illegally in the last 4 years. Everything that they've ever tried to run away from has followed them into and across the border. So not much going on though. Here's what I'll do, guys. Appreciate y'all being here. Make sure to smash the like button. If things do get crazy, I will get back on in a bit. But it was nice coming on for a little bit, giving you guys some updates. I will have some new fresh videos for you guys. Well, tomorrow, today's Monday, so tomorrow is Tuesday. There's a lot of news that are going to be coming out this week about Gavin Newsom, Karen Bass, you know, Pam Bondi. So there's going to be a lot of stuff happening tonight. So if things get crazy, I will see you guys back in a bit. So make sure to smash the like button right away. Appreciate the donations as well. Thank you so much for the $10 donation. The Mountain Goddess. Thank you. And yeah, I'll come back later if anything, but I will have some updates for you guys.